Alright. Because I'm very good at doing this kind of thing. Alongside Crisis Core, I'm going to be running through 13 and eventually maybe finishing it finally. So, started playing this when it first came out. Played it for maybe a day or two, then quit. Because it, at the time, didn't feel quite like a Final Fantasy game. So I stopped playing. A few months later, maybe almost a year later, like, I will give it another try. And so I did. And honestly, I started to really enjoy it. Now, there are some aspects to it that I could possibly see some people not liking. But ultimately, like with a bunch of games, I definitely think this one gets more hate than it really should. Now, that being said, I have also never actually finished the game. On the PS3 version, I got I'm pretty sure it was to the very final chapter. But being a completionist, I never finished it because I was working on trying to clear everything. Complete all the side stuff. Backed up to Crystarium, etc. And then, when I was getting frustrated because one of these side things, the monster kept killing me, I just put it down and hadn't touched it for a very long time after that. And then maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, something like that. Let's see. I started to stream this. Okay. So yeah, about a year and a half ago. Got to chapter 7 as it shows. In the or no. Or 3.5 years ago. Got there, then stopped. And no, I'm not trying to exit the game. Was up, but obviously never finished it because only chapter 7. With that said, I will start this from scratch again. I was actually going to use the streamed version of it as the let's go through the whole thing. And then I never downloaded the VODs for it. So I wouldn't be able to show the whole thing anyway. So, we're just starting over from scratch yet again. Now, I'm going to attempt to go through this just mouse keyboard since I don't particularly think there's any real reason that I needed a controller. But if it starts to feel a little bit weird doing it with the keyboard, then I will switch to using a controller. Like the normal mode. Time press E to open the menu and then go to settings. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it on normal mode. Leave it like it was meant to be. So that they have an easy mode for people who want it.
The 13 days after we awoke were the beginning of the end.
serious?
Be quiet.
Best of luck. She did it! Hands high! Freeze! You alright? I'm not a Lassie.
Also, if nothing else, 13 has got some great music to it.
So far, so good. They all want to fight.
Good for them. Give me that.
What the... Run! I've been away!
Oh,
Hey, hey, hey! Let's be rational now. Listen to the big guns now. What do we do?
Watch and learn.
time battle. Tutorial. Tutorial explains the basics of combat. We will view the tutorial. Then pulse continuously throughout battle. Watch as your ATB gauge slowly charges. Characters perform actions by expending charged ATB gauge segments. The actions which they perform depend on the commands you select. You can input entire strings of commands and unleash them all at once. Select auto battle to queue up a set of commands tailored to your situation. Select abilities to specify individual commands as you think. The description of each command will be displayed at the top of the screen. For now, try selecting the auto battle command. Press auto battle and then press enter to select it. Two attack actions have been placed in your command attack. If you learn new abilities, you will use commands other than attacks. To create longer strings of them. Make sure to choose the target of your attacks. When fighting multiple enemies, select your target using the D-pad arrows, then press enter to confirm it. You'll face one enemy this time, so the choice is simple. Press enter to confirm your target, and you will execute your two attack commands immediately. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Once you've finished, lightning will get knocked out of the air. Come on, thank you. Here we have Blitz, which requires 2 ATB gauges. That will attack multiple enemies that are close to another.
Fall back.
Not so tough now, huh? Hey, that wasn't like a challenge now, all right? Hey! Time to go!
Time to go.
I'm coming!
Hey, homie. Pick up.
Heads up.
This thing won't give up.
Round 2, beach. Yeah. If you hit backspace, you'll cancel out the action if you're waiting. Come on, guys. If lightning dies, it's game over. Because the way this works is you have a selected character as a party leader. If the party leader dies, it's game over. Even if your other companions are still alive.
Oh goodness. Woo. We did it. Aren't you supposed to protect civilians, soldier? I mean, you are Sanctum, aren't you? What are you doing trying to stop the Purge? Why don't you tell me that?
I was a soldier.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Man. Chocobo, we just can't catch a break, can we? Yeah, that's a good question. Oh well. Better follow her. I'm getting too old for this.
That's the advanced digital journal known as the data. Obviously streams information deemed pertinent. Whenever the data log records an entry, a notice will appear in the upper left corner of the screen. For his entries, proceed to open the main menu and then select.
Sure we can get through here?
Please fire saver level 1. Strength and magic, 100 hit. Distances, diddly doodah. Press all around abilities. Hits. Oz only has it. Nothing. Let's see there. Item 16 potions, Blaze Fire Saber in the big 4-2s. Accessories, components, Unicorn Mart, Rival Knife, on Catalog. Map. For linear right now, which is one grape that there is about 13 that it's extremely near. And I get it, but it's honestly not that bad. Yes, getting to explore a big world is one of the charms of Final Fantasy, but even so, I don't think it's necessarily horrible to be linear. King and Saz are held aboard a military purge train along with a group of civilians destined for exile. Stark contrast to the uncertain and despairing people around here, Lightning appears determined and focused. She seizes upon an instant of inattention to disable the guard. The present display inspires Saz and the other civilians to take up arms against the After clashing with army forces, the train crashes to a halt in the war-torn district known as the Hanging Edge. Saz attempts to figure out Lightning's angle, but she shows little desire to share. The armed soldier throws herself into battle without the slightest hesitation. What could be driving her? Race control, WASD with character, 8426 rotate camera, 5 reset camera position, E opens the main menu, enter performs an action, 0 up to 5. Saving, as you explore your environs, you will sometimes encounter save stations in progress. To access a save station, approach it and press enter when current access appears. Functions will then appear. Select save from the menu and then choose a file which If you wish to purchase new items or sell items in your party inventory, you will first need to access a save station. Approach any save station and press enter when the word access appears to save station. Select shop from this menu and then choose the retailer whose network you would like to access. Your selection will be limited at first, but as you obtain e-passes from your retail networks, you will gain access to a wider variety of vendors and merchandise. You can obtain the gil needed to make new purchases from treasure spheres, or by selling items that you no longer need. Shops frequently expand their stocks, offering you the chance to acquire new items. Whenever new merchandise becomes available through a retailer to which you have access, a notice will appear in the upper left corner of the screen. The exclamation mark icon will also appear next to any shop with updated offerings when you choose shop. Mini-map in the upper right corner of the screen displays a variety of helpful information. In addition to revealing the surrounding terrain, the mini-map indicates the direction of the destination and the position of the item. When entering an area guarded by hostiles, the mini-map will flash a warning. It also shows where recently defeated enemies have been located, allowing you to quickly reorient yourself after battle. You turn off the mini-map anytime to toggle its display by pressing 1. Upon approaching the other characters you encounter while exploring, you will often be spoken to or hear something being said. These conversations occur automatically and do not require any action on your part. Your conversations require a button press to initiate. In these instances, the button prompt will be displayed when you approach the person in question. The prompt appears when you approach an object on which you perform action. In cases, you can jump over obstacles or terrain level differences that appear to impede your progress. To do so, simply approach the obstruction in an attempt to continue moving in the direction you wish to proceed. If it is possible to jump over the hurdle, you will automatically do so. Glowing blue and red indicators often mark the ground of the area. Blue indicators represent points on the ground where it's possible to jump over an obstacle. Red indicators, on the other hand, indicate points you must reach in order to operate a device or cause something to happen. Object interaction part 1. You are approaching an open treasure sphere, which, or any other object on which you may perform an action, a message indicating the action here. Press enter to perform this action, obtaining dealer items in the case of a treasure sphere, or activating a device in the case of a. Hey, Secretary. Hey, Governor. Hey, Secretary. Gonna play too. Oh. You can press 0 at any time during a cutscene to pause the action. For doing so, pressing 1 will allow you to skip the rest of the scene if you so desire. Certain cutscenes are unskippable. The skip option is played upon pausing. The scene must be viewed in its entirety. Battle base. Characters perform abilities in a battle by expending segments of the ATB gauge, which charges continuously over time. Auto battle and other similar commands queue up a set of abilities, automatically only requiring you to choose a target. The abilities command, on the other hand, allows you to specify individual abilities as you see fit. The number to the right of each ability's name is its ATB cost. The number of charge segments required to perform that action. If you add an ability to the queue by mistake, cancel it with backspace. By pressing right at the abilities command, you can select repeat, which queues up the last set of abilities used. Pressing E executes a partial command queue. You have a single ability and press E to execute it immediately, or press E after entering a full queue to act before your ATB gauge is filled. Abilities corresponding to charge segments will be performed and the rest will be cancelled. Item use does not deplete the ATB gauge, but permanently consumes the item. Battle team leader's HP reaches 0, the game is over, regardless of whether or not other members are still standing. Always keep a close eye on your leader's HP. Once you have entered a battle, there is no way to flee. Appraise enemies carefully beforehand. If they appear too powerful, it may be best to avoid the fight entirely. And however, press 1 after pausing a battle with 0 to select try, which will return you to a moment just before the battle. Items will be returned, but all damage to enemies will be reset. The speed with which you complete a battle determines your rating. Ratings influence rewards, such as the spoils obtained after battle. For each second you undercut target time, your score increases by the battle's points per second value. This score, in turn, determines your rating. Finishing at the target time will earn you an average rating of 3 stars out of a maximum of 5. Initiating combat with the preemptive strike provides an initiative bonus, reapplied as an extension of target time. Covers the main map. Area maps display your current position and destination as well as other points of interest in the vicinity. To open the map of your current location, press X. You can also view the map by pressing E to open the main menu and select it. Data log. Advanced digital journal known as data log that autonomous the pertinence. Okay, that one already told us. 4 camera control schemes are available for selection. Control scheme can be changed even after the initial choice is made. You go to settings. I, for one, hate inverted controls. Authorized unit. Annihilators. Anna's Warmack. 360 hit points. Level 75. It ain't always that simple. No resistance to chaining commands or hits. 300% stagger point. Commonly drops potions. Doesn't have a rare drop. Is immune to poison. Stop instant death. Takes normal damage from fire, ice, wind. It's labeled as earth, physical, and magic. Weak, water, and lightning. Now a second. That. Command control. USD, mention keyboard, movement, desktop mode controls, rotate camera, mouse for that. Unicorn mark. What is your Phoenix Downs? No. Oh. This one. Fires up there.
This is a mess, is what this is.
Many and various enemies stalk the roads that you must travel. For an enemy detection radius, the mini-map in the upper right corner of the screen will flash warning. Coming into contact with an enemy will initiate a battle. Come here, guys. Turn around. I don't know if that counts as initiative. It does. Got staggered and killed. Boom. 4 seconds out of the expected 19.
What do you suppose this is? The army leaving its toys out now?
Do anything with it.
Fixing to dish me already, huh?
Sorry, Saz.
Hey now.
Step it up on me.
Great. The entire army came out to play.
Turn around, bitches. Just out of range of the miss. I guess I still got 5 stars. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, mother.
Place is a war zone.
That is how war works, Saz. Do. It's the treasure Sophia.
Low-flying things trying to kill me.
And a potion. But
purged, I get. But taking on trained soldiers?
Better to die than get sent to Pulse. It's hell on his own.
Yeah, well, hell's not sounding too bad. Because this place ain't exactly paradise.
Domesticated peacekeepers. Nothing to worry about.
Maybe not for a soldier girl, but I'm trying to say, hey!
Hey.
Guess we, gotta fight again, huh?
And one thing that might have been noticed, that is also a change from other Final Fantasy, the fact that at the end of every battle in this one, your health maximizes, or you're fully healed. Which I thought was such a great thought when I first heard about the game. Don't get me wrong, it does to one degree. It got the worries of having to make sure your health is all full and you're not gonna die if you get into another battle. But even with that, fights in this game are not necessarily a cakewalk. But even with being fully healed at the end of every fight, it is still possible that you'll end up getting killed. Yeah. Enemies are staggered, they take increased damage. Because as you notice, there's that percentage at the top. Whatever that percentage is at tells you how much extra damage you're gonna do. So when it's at like the 203%, you'll do your normal 100% damage, but then when it hits that 200%, it's double, 2.3, etc., etc. Pretty self-explanatory of how to understand. If I'm not mistaken as well, there are some enemies where when you stagger them, they won't just simply double. Like some of them, it'll be less than 200%.
No need to be pushing now.
But then there are others where it's like 300%. And then as you do damage, the percentage still goes higher and higher.
Nice from up there.
And it does cap out at the 999%. That's of leaving. Three times. And as you level up and get more abilities, it isn't also just damage that increases that, like inflicting status ailments also increases it and can sometimes honestly increase it even faster than doing regular hits. I'll invoking the weaknesses, vulnerabilities. Equipment. Equip. Iron Bingo. Give lightning an extra 50 hits. There's to get that way. Or jump. He missed thing. Put this hidden here there. Oh, get a gill. The bitches. Scared of a girl. It should be. He's mean. That's so close. That's myself here. Good for right now.
Preemptive strike.
Rebels. So much for the element of surprise.
And yes, it's forward. Whenever your HP begins to run low in combat, you can heal yourself using items to avoid being knocked out. Select the item's command to open your inventory. You have some potions. Look for HP when consumed. The number next to an item's name tells you how many of that item you have left. Move the cursor to the name of the item you wish to use, potion, and then press enter. Potion. All allies.
I owe ya.
Which is also a nice addition to 13 is the fact that item use goes for all party members. Granted, I don't think that's every single item, but I could be wrong. What I remember with the minimal use of items that I did when playing before, I'm pretty sure all items are all ally. But since a single potion heals your entire battle team, you do not need to specify a target. Using items is a free action, so you recover HP immediately without expending any charge seconds of the HP gauge. When you find yourself in a pinch, don't hesitate to use the potion. Remember, even if your allies are still standing, it's game over if the enemy manages to KO lightning. It's okay. Good. Thank you. Ooh, perfect 15,000. And I got a potion. That was nice. Okay, Saz. You're fine, homie.
Do we turn back?
There's no time.
Then what do you suggest we do?
Quiet.
Hey! Wait! No, don't leave me!
Let go.
No, hell no! You're my only way out of here!
Yeah.
No, hey, that might get us across. Right there. Right?
Looks that way.
Poor Saz. Homie got his ass. Wait. Bye.
All right, you leave this to me. Hey, this way. Come on.
Sure. After we kick the crap out of these dudes. Yeah, good stuff. Come on, sit there. Here you go. I don't need to heal. See, no healing is necessary. On. You wanted the blankets. Take that.
Hey now. Seems to be in working order.
Take it out. Nope. You're still stuck.
This is not our lucky day.
You did. So I'm gonna still kick their butts.
Deportees, are we? Weapons down. I'd hate for this to turn ugly.
Turn ugly?
He wants to kill us without a fight.
Time's up!
Attack chain tutorial. Initiate an attack chain. First select auto battle or attack from the abilities menu and choose the Cyclone Marauder as your target. The bar displayed beneath your target's name, that is known as the chain gauge. Keep an eye on the chain gauge as you strike. Attack an enemy as chain gauge fills. Hit home and the percentage beneath increases. This percentage is called chain bonus. The more times you hit an enemy, the more damage it will take from subsequent attacks. Continue pummeling the Cyclone Marauder, boosting your chain bonus until the gauge is full. Chain gauge is full and one further blow will stagger your foe. A staggered enemy takes greater damage when attacked. Getting attacks to stagger powerful adversaries is essential to defeating them. Beware, however, that an enemy's chain gauge begins to drain the moment it is staggered. Once the gauge is empty, the enemy will no longer be staggered. This is why you just need to beat them up as fast as possible. And like that, victory. The hours. Get this ass. Nope. I think. My goodness. Usually you'll find your way out from underneath blankets so much quicker than now. So much quicker. Yes, kitty. Whee! Okay. One credit chip.
So, soldier. What's your angle? What? Classified military info? Huh? What's the matter? You quit, didn't you? Did you think I'm gonna go out there and just tell everybody your secrets?
Pulse Fal'Cie. My angle. I'm after the Fal'Cie. Still happy you tagged along.
Didn't have a choice.
On behalf of Cocoon citizens, I would like to thank our brave pulse pioneers and express our best wishes for a successful relocation. Your noble and selfless sacrifice ensures the continued safety and peace of our society. Were it not for this remarkable gesture, every resident of Cocoon, your family, your friends, your neighbors, would be exposed to the dangers of the world below. By choosing to leave Cocoon and participating in this migration,
Migration? More like extermination.
Huge. You stay here.
So sorry. I didn't mean to.
These people need heroes. Here. You keep your cool, and they will too. You got it?
Got it.
What's our motto?
The army's no match for Nora.
That a boy.
Resistance front. Alright. I think that will be where I end the introductory episode of Final Fantasy XIII. And we will pick up the next one playing as Mr. Bandana Trenchcoat Boy.